know I did. I mean, I lost my purpose like that because um, I was afraid I had lupus,
Mhm.
and I
Mhm.
thought that my whole world was over. You know,
Mhm.
molestation victim, my whole world was over. It's like I was in abusive relationships, my whole world was over, and I
Mhm.
have to know and understand that guess what?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Infinite Abilities Podcast. I am your host, Nick Yerhart, and we are here to encourage each other to find our own unique abilities. Let's go. This episode of the Infinite Abilities Podcast is brought to you by the one and only Infinite Toolbox, where just like all other toolboxes, we will get the job done, guaranteed. Whether you're an entrepreneur looking to save time, boost revenue, or automate your processes, Infinite Toolbox has got you covered. With powerful tools designed to drive leads, expand your reach, and gain your industry secrets, we help you work smarter, not harder. Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Visit us at infinitetoolbox.com. That's infinitetoolbox.com and discover how infinite your potential really is. All right, everyone, I'm excited about this episode. Now, me and Lady B had a lot of trouble to get to this point, but we finally made it. We finally made it happen. Internet is just not our friend today, but hey, we made it work, and that's what this is all about. Overcoming challenges and figuring things out. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I will. Hey Nick, thank you for having me. I am truly grateful. I am Lady V, your favorite spiritual release coach. I am the one who actually teaches individuals how to roar in their greatness. And so I am a spiritual release coach. I'm an author consultant, and a motivational speaker. This is what I do. And I teach people again how to overcome the obstacles that be standing in their way so that they can roar in their greatness, honey. And let me tell you, like Nick said, but we had the hardest time, but we overcame the obstacles. And that's what it's all about, is overcoming the obstacles that's trying to stand in your way to stop you from roaring in your greatness. So Nick and we're roaring in our greatness today.
Yes, we are. We are definitely roaring. So, yeah. So, I love what you do. You help people just, well, like you said, just overcome and roar. And I love that you say roar. It's such a powerful statement, and it's just amazing. So, when you're working with your clients, what's usually the first thing that you start with?
Release.
Oh.
Yes, release is the very first thing that we start with. Well, first I try to get a plan and do a consultation with you first because I
Okay.
want to see how I can help you and where you're at, because every individual is different in their journey of where they're at. And so I like to know, where are you at exactly? And how can I go down to the bottom of the barrel and pull out the sticky stuff that you don't want to tap into so
Mhm.
that you can actually be able to do what? Release. Because you cannot grow until you release. You cannot break. You cannot heal until you release. And so that's what I like to tell people. Hey, you got to break to grow. You got to
Mhm.
break to heal, which means that the only way that you can truly heal and gain your freedom, whether that's financial freedom, whether that's mental, emotional, whatever it may be, you have to be able to dig deep and release the things that's standing in your way that is holding you back from being great. And that's how we learn how to roar in our greatness. And I'll actually, it's an acronym, and so I will actually break that down for you as well.
Okay, awesome. All right, I would love to hear that.
So it's roar, right? And so the first R is for release, because again, we have to learn how to release. We can't do anything until release. And
Yep.
then the O is for overcome, meaning that we have to overcome the obstacles that's standing in our way. It
Mhm.
is a lot of them. We had those challenges today. And guess what? We overcame them. And then
Yep.
we had to awaken the rebel within us. There's a little girl or a little boy that is sitting deep down inside us that is just waiting on us to awaken it. It's waiting to be free. It's waiting to just bust loose,
Mhm.
but it's waiting on you. And so we have to learn how to awaken the rebel within. And then once we do that, now we can actually rise to
Mhm.
the occasion. We can rise and be in our greatest, our authentic self. And
Mhm.
that is the only way that we can do. So to be great, you gotta roar, which means you gotta release, you gotta overcome, you gotta awaken, and you got to rise. And that's what we'll do together. We're gonna roar together. We're gonna roar in our greatness together because I believe that sometimes we can't do it alone. And
Mhm.
sometimes we just need a little push. Sometimes we need a accountability partner. Sometimes we just
Yep.
need that extra person to say, you know what, you got this. You
Mhm.
got
Yep. Y- that's something that I love about the coaches that I have is they hold me accountable. They're there for me, and they truly care about how I'm doing, and not only like in business, but me, my personal life. They really care, and they really do help me get through things, and you know, they help me see like the possibilities. Sometimes we can't see things. Like we get so caught up in everything that's going on, and then I'll go meet with my coach, and they're like, "Well, did you think about this?" And it's like, "Oh, nope, I didn't." But that
right.
makes everything a lot easier. So I love coaching. It is so powerful, and I love all the coaches that I've been meeting lately. It's just amazing, and everybody's way of coaching is different, and that's what's really cool. Is we're not all the same, so it's really powerful that we are all out there helping different types of individuals and really making a difference in the world. And I love that.
We are, and I'm glad that we're not all the same, because then we'll all just be a bunch of robots just going through here, just
Yep.
doing whatever it is we choosing to do. But
Yeah.
it wouldn't be authentic, and it wouldn't be just natural. And I love to. I also have many coaches too, so I get
Hmm.
exactly what you're saying because they do help and they do hold us accountable.
Hmm.
Even as a coach, I tell people right now, even as a coach, if your coach don't have a coach, run. If
Yeah.
your therapist don't have a therapist, run.
Hmm.
There's something that's off balance. There's something that's off kilter right there. And let me tell you, I have a coach and I have a therapist.
Hmm.
Please
Same.
do not think that therapy is beneath you. Do not
Hmm.
think coaching is not for you because both of them can change your life. It
Yeah.
can change the little things and the little ways that you look at life and the way that you vision and see things. And it can actually help you to actually find your purpose because a lot of times we lose our purpose. I know I did.
Hmm.
I mean, I lost my purpose like that because um, I was afraid I had lupus,
Hmm.
and I
Hmm.
thought that my whole world was over. You know,
Hmm.
molestation victim, my whole world was over. It's like I was in abusive relationships, my whole world was over. And I
Hmm.
had to know and understand that. Guess what? Things happen.
Hmm.
Obstacles. It's all about. We will never have a testimony if we don't go through the test. And
Hmm.
sometimes we gotta go through the test because we never know how strong we truly are until we're
Hmm.
going through the test.
Hmm.
That's how I learned that, wow, I'm stronger than I thought I was,
Hmm.
wiser than I thought I was, because I'm going through this test. And even though it's hard, I'm past.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the I love how you brought up the importance of your coach having a coach, and like it's kind of funny how we are coaches, but a lot of times we can't really help ourselves. Like we know how to coach others, but we can't really coach ourselves. It's kind of funny. It's like you would think that we would be able to coach ourselves, basically, but no. You really need that outside perspective because, like I said before, you kind of get like blinded by what's going on in your life. So you need somebody else to kind of point out the answers and help you along. So yeah, I think that was really powerful. So what is your business called?
So the name of the business is called Elliott Knight Professionals. And of course, y'all know I'm at Savannah Elliott, and my business partner, before she passed, her name was Jasmine Knight, and
Mm,
so that's how we got the Elliott. I'm the Elliott, she was the Knight, and together we were
yeah.
professionals because we believe in quantity. We will believe in
Mm-hmm.
quality, not quantity. We believe in making sure that you are being your greatest,
Mm-hmm.
whether that's through books or if that's through coaching. Whichever one that it is, we want to make sure that you have the best you, that you are presenting the best you, because we can rush things and we can give a mediocre, but what happens when we give the best at it? And that's what we want to do. We want to give people the best. For me, I don't want to be just mediocre. I want to be the
Mm-hmm.
best. I don't want to just do it just halfway. I want to be the greatest at it,
Mm-hmm.
just like Muhammad Ali or just like anybody else. They felt like they were the greatest. And if we're not
Yeah.
going to be the greatest, then we're kind of just, going through life. And I don't want to do that because
Yeah.
I want to be free
Mm-hmm.
in what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And freedom comes with happiness, love, and peace. And so when you can get those, you've done what you've been called to do.
Yep. I agree with that so much. Like it's amazing like how far we can go, and I agree. Like I say it. I don't want to be average. Average is boring. Like let's see what we can do. And
Mhm.
luckily for me, I was gifted by God where I can't be average. I have cerebral palsy, so I stand out regardless of what I do. And
Mhm.
you know, most of my life I didn't like them, but now it's like, look at me, like
Right.
let's embrace everything that we have, and
That's right.
we all have unique abilities, so let's dig them out and show them up to the world.
Exactly. Exactly. And you should, because you're beautiful,
Hmm.
just the way God gave it to you, just the way you are. And you have to be unique because
Hmm.
if we're all doing the same thing and we're all just looking the same, then how will people know exactly who to really get, who's really for them, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you stand out so people say, you know what, I want to embrace and take what Nick got because
Hmm.
he's giving it to us. I want to take what Lady V got because she's going to give it to us. And they're going to be straight.
Yeah.
They're going to take their authentic selves. And
Hmm.
even though they have these challenges that try to stop them, they
Hmm.
overcome like they're butter. So, they spread easy, like what they say, peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. And so
Yeah.
you just have to take it and embrace it. And I
Hmm.
love that you do that. And I know that you give so many other individuals, including myself, just the courage and the just to keep it on. That it doesn't matter what your circumstances are. Keep on keeping on. Keep on trying. Keep on living because you never know until you try.
No, exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. And like, you know, throughout my personal development journey, I stopped saying I can't. Instead, I say, how can I? Because that like leaves the door open, and now I can problem solve. I can learn new things. I can figure it out, and I do have challenges every day, every hour, and it's like, okay, how can I overcome this challenge right now? So it keeps me growing and improving, and I love that I had that mindset shift where it's just like, all right, we can do anything, you know. So yeah, and that kind of leads into my next question. So my slogan is "Your abilities are infinite." What does that mean to you?
That means that I can do all things through Christ. That's just been sitting in my spirit. And the fact that you just asked me like that, I was like, that's how it's coming to me. I can do all things through Christ. That's what it means to me.
I
That no
love
matter
that.
what the challenge is, no matter what the adversity is, no matter what it may look like,
Mhm,
I can do all things because he said
mhm.
that I could. I have
Yep,
to believe in me. And as
yep,
long as I can believe in me, because God believed in me, he created me. He
mhm,
created one me. He didn't
yep,
create a whole bunch of me.
mhm,
You know, I might have a twin out there or something that look like me,
mhm.
but they
Yeah,
not me.
no,
There's only one me,
mhm,
just like there's only one Nick. It might be somebody out there that look like Nick, but
mhm,
there's only one Nick, honey. And
yep,
can't nobody do it like you
yep,
because there's only one you. And so I embrace that. And that's what that means to me, that I can do all things. And it don't matter what it is. I can do
mhm.
all that strength.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love it. It's amazing. So, how can people reach out to you and find you?
So you can find me and reach out to me. I have everything is on www.linktree, Lady VENP, so Elliott Knight Professionals ENP,
Mhm.
and you can find the books. You can find the consultations where you can actually book with me and get on my calendar. If you
Cool.
need, if you want to just read something good, you can be able to do that. I also have other people on my label. If you want to find a podcast, whatever it is that you need to make sure that you are feeding your inner man spirit,
Mhm.
your inner man soul. www.linktree, Lady VENP. That's where you can find. And let's roar in our greatness together.
Yes, let's roar. I love that. So, do you have any last words of wisdom that you would like to share with us?
So if I had one thing to tell people today, the last thing that I will say to you is always know that you're more than enough and that you are great. All you have to do is just roar in your greatness because you are great. You gotta know it. You gotta believe it. And if you don't know, Lady V just told it to you. You are great. Let's roar in our great.
All right, everyone, let's roar in our greatness. All right. Thank you so much. This has been really, really, really awesome.
Thank you so much, Nick. And thank you again for allowing me to be on your platform and allowing me to also get on your nerves just a little bit with my internet issues.
It's
Thank
no
you
big
guys.
deal.
Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, no problem. No problem. If you enjoyed this show, please go ahead and share it on your Instagram story and tag me here, the Nick Yerhart. Also, go ahead and share it anywhere else that you see fit, because the only way that I can grow this is by you guys sharing it. I don't sell anything on here. I don't have any sponsors. So let's just get it out there by word of mouth, help more people. Alright, everyone. Remember, your abilities are infinite.